Nigeria and the United States say they've hit a major milestone in security cooperation. The headlines are full of handshakes and high-level promises.
Resulted in the neutralization of several hundreds of terrorists like never before.
About recent reports that gunmen kidnapped more than 170 Christians in Kaduna State on January 18. We want to see an end to this kind of violence, and we are here to work together with the Nigerian government.
But away from the cameras, people are asking a much tougher question. What exactly did they agree to, and will it finally make ordinary Nigerians any safer?
Today, we are breaking down the biggest questions the public is asking and the massive gaps that official statements still haven't answered.
Let's start with the basics. One of the most common questions we're seeing is, what is this new security deal anyway?
On paper, it's a beefed-up partnership against Islamic State-linked militants. We are talking about a new joint working group in Abuja, more intelligence sharing, and a flood of US equipment.
It sounds impressive, but here's the gap. Very few reports explain how this joint group actually functions. We know the Nigerian side is led by National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, and the US side by Under-Secretary Alison Hooker.
But who has the final say when there's a high risk to civilians? If an operation is about to go ahead and the data is fuzzy, who pulls the plug? Those are the details Nigerians aren't seeing yet.
That leads us to the most emotional question on social media. Would this actually reduce the killings, the kidnappings, and the raids in the North and Middle Belt?
Officials say yes because of better tech and precision, but most coverage stops there. We rarely hear what success actually looks like for a person living in a vulnerable village.
Exactly. Will kidnappings on key highways fall within 6 months? Will there be fewer overnight raids? Without clear, measurable targets, this milestone remains a promise that's very easy to spin if things don't improve.
Let's talk about the tools people are searching for. What exactly is the US giving Nigeria?
The big headline is a $413 million defense package. It's heavy on surveillance, data analysis, and technical support.
But there's a transparency gap. Most reports don't mention how quickly tools like the H-1Z Viper helicopters will actually arrive, or how that high-level US intelligence actually flows down to the Nigerian soldier standing on a dusty road in Borno.
Without that clarity, it's hard to judge if this is a real upgrade or just another headline that will be forgotten by next year.
This is a sensitive one. A common people also ask question is, who is this partnership designed to protect?
The joint statement specifically mentions reducing violence against vulnerable groups, particularly Christians. But analysts on the ground say the reality is much broader.
Right. This violence hits Muslims and Christians alike. It hits farmers and herders. What's missing is a practical plan for all civilians. Will there be early warning systems for local communities? Will security forces work with traditional leaders before they launch a raid? Right now, the answers are still vague.
Many Nigerians have long memories. They are asking, how is this different from the old deals that didn't change much?
We've seen training missions and equipment sales for decades. We've also seen tensions over human rights and the Lehi law.
But today's deal is being sold as a new chapter. The problem is, most reports aren't comparing it to the past. What safeguards exist today that didn't exist 10 years ago? Without that context, it's hard to tell if this is a new story or just a louder version of the old one.
Finally, we have to look at the uncomfortable stuff. Could deeper cooperation bring new risks?
Critics worry about civilian casualties from joint operations or becoming too dependent on foreign intel. Supporters argue that better tech actually reduces harm by making strikes more precise.
But who is monitoring this? Will the National Assembly have meaningful oversight? If an operation goes wrong, who answers to the families? Security gains without accountability usually just create new problems down the road.
As Nigeria and the US move into this new phase, the promises are certainly ambitious. More intel, more equipment, a united front.
But in homes, on highways, and in IDP camps, the questions remain. This milestone won't be judged by the strength of the press release.
It will be judged by the safety of Nigerians living on the front line.